Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan, only.
The 5th edition, under the second review of the Agyapadie blueprints, revealed the groundbreaking conspiracy ploy by the minority political elite group who ostensibly pursuing socio-political dynasty leading to state capture. The blueprint, however, unveiled a roadmap. Quote, "We therefore have to wage an uneven more valiant war in pursuit of our grand scheme to capture and dominate the media landscape. If our overriding ambition is to be realized," unquote. Tonight, we brace up for the second review of the 5th edition of the Agyapadie blueprint. I am Kwaku Annan. And of course, this is the midweek Frontline coming to you live from this very here, the HQ of CTV. And we are live across dozens of our stations, all scattered across the global world. Of course, precisely in Sunyani 88.1 FM, picking the feed. We're live in Western Region on 99.1 FM. And of course, in London, we're live on GOB. GOB on TuneIn, modernghana.com. Still on GOB. Pick it up on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. Still on the superhighway. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and the link is my CTV GH. My CTV GH plus the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461 020-297-3461, and all messages would be much welcome and we will read it. Folks, we welcome our listeners and viewers here in Ghana and around the world. I am Kwaku. Folks, brace yourself tonight for the 5th edition of the second review of the Agyapadie blueprint. Plus, some very hot developing story coming to you as far as Ghana's legislative house is concerned, and that's, may I say, Parliament is at crossroads, or if you like, there is a political standoff between the minority and the minority group. Over what? Over 4 members of Parliament supposedly to have resigned, and the minority are, as it were, raising up for what you call a blistering or scalding attacks at each other. And who is to determine who is in the commanding lead as far as, you know, the structure is concerned in terms of numerical? Folks, all this is coming to you. Plus, also some very latest updates on the Secretary to the President, Nana Asante Bedieto. Sharp updates on Nana Asante Bedieto, Secretary to the President. Folks, tonight, as you know all the time, it's a packed show, very packed. Tonight, we are giving you the 5th edition of the second review of the Agyapadie blueprint, titled Agyapadie Decides. Agyapadie Decides. Plus, our special report on the standoff between the minority and the majority in Ghana's legislative house, and of course that's the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. 4 members of the August House reported going on independent. Of course, many of them believe that, hey, we aren't going to go through our main political party, but we want to go on, as it were, walk down the aisle, navigating through the corridors of what? Independence back into the house. And this is beginning to make waves, sending some shivers in the spines of the political organizations. And of course, this major political threat is shaking the governing New Patriotic Party. Therefore, is beginning to send waves that, hey, even if you want to go independent, then the political party NPP is doing everything within their power to make sure that by the time candidates such as Emma Morrison, former Minister for Gender, would go and secure her entry, would be over. Folks, we have the explosive comments of Emma Morrison. Very explosive. And we have the very latest also Nana Santibedie too. Folks, I told you on Monday, brace yourself. The loved ones, the sympathizers, the enemies, and whoever, brace yourselves. That's in some be a befano, a faho na faho. Folks, tonight we have all these packed, plus some matters that I will not talk to you about it. But I can only say, call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call an auntie, call a daughter, call a son, wherever they are, all over, as we are picking the program or connecting the program across nationwide, all the way from the northern belt, my home base, Bogatanga, Upper East, all the way to where Ashanti region, and then the rest to the nation's capital, Accra, then to the western belt and across the 16 regional capitals. Folks, this is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show with investigative journalist Kwaku Annan. Brace yourself tonight, a lot is coming. Folks, don't you joke. The obet me ayanesem ko TV so smart TV flip through ubenya CTV debia me sofa ewo ho debia nipa frene CTV nti CTV oho na obenya hwem se wukọ we no so a na se unya ya wukọ Venezuela we no so na se unya wo ho a dia obeya ne se obeden obekọ wo phone no so wukọ wo phone no so a dia obetimi aye wo ho a ne se obeden wukọ wo phone no so a wukọ YouTube no link ne da hodeda my CTVGH. My CTVGH. Hey, my sweetheart, Julie, where are you? You are in, I think it's New York. Julie, greetings to you and everybody there. Yes. So, Julie, you are watching the show from kind of say United States, I think New York City, right? Yes, folks, yeah, packed. Uko Facebook and so the same. My CTVGH into me pacho. Nemum uko YouTube one bomodian then subscribe. Me can't same way chirawa. Says ya uba your WhatsApp, your creative WhatsApp. What's the name of the WhatsApp? That's the Frontline with Kwaku Annan. Am I right? MCR. Yes. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan. Into him upa uko WhatsApp iniswa. Type it. The Frontline with Kwaku Annan. Now what join it or honestly the program ni be better in the Iran on Wednesday and so. Right? So, Frontline with Kwaku Annan. Go on your phone or WhatsApp no so. Call WhatsApp no so. Type it the Frontline with Kwaku Annan. Ewa WhatsApp so ubenya program na washe MBB so I come. Nemum okwa Mr. Bombodian den na subscribe. Send a beya program be a ye biano ubeden ubenye binwiden wetie subscribe to our channel into o subscribe ya bibia ye biano ubeden ubetimi etie na aiden akoyi nso ama kama what into problem ye no anadwi asem kese pa na edeba on our religious belts asem kese bi enam religious belt no so eba na no ordine biom Nana Santibedie to very latest and also nam kwemu eba Mami Emma Morrison, former gender minister or what the governing New Patriotic Party one also to asem kese bi e dia to Mami Emma Morrison what to asem kese bi dia to form na sa asem no ewura no me de brem wanadwi Emu Shiroff, the very latest of Nana Santibedie to Sunam Kwem, Agyapadie review, and also Sunam Kwem, a Kwenya Faswa, other media houses, a crown one way a day, one more a reporter, and Nina, yet a brewan. Folks, and Adaji, any Knosso, crack. So, tonight, call a friend, call a brother, a sister, all of us together we sit and talk and make a sense of it all. Great. Up next, Ghana Speaks Proudly is what? Up next is Ghana Speaks Proudly, brought to you by Ora Black Star for more edge our way too. See, folks, enti making WhatsApp line and so you the big screen so 02029734461 no why didn't win you. Let's get started. And I agree Brazil because in some banana ordinary mean pesa unkwa be pesa menkumnya. No. But those of you who are friends and sympathizers of Nana Santibedie too, I told you on Monday that brace yourselves. However, wherever and how the pendulum will swing, just brace it. Baby, a pendulum the best swing ya kono, just brace it. But then it does appear that uche nipa mu mienu on the scale of 1 to 100. I kind of feel that about 60% of the people in this country who perhaps may know or may not know Nana Santibedie too, kind of do not actually sympathize with him if Bedie too is to get well and join the government. And that's the scary part of it. And that's the truth. So then the question, why? Why close to like a 60% of the people do not, cannot, and will not like Nana Santibedie too if Bedie too is to get well and join his brother Akufo-Addo in running of the affairs of the country? Why? So question, what is it that Nana Santibedie too has done? What is it that he's done wrong? Wait a minute. Why Emma Morrison at this time would decide to go independent? Why? Emma Morrison was once a minister of gender. So, Obi Ebetimiaman is such a big portfolio. Not just say she's part of the inner circle, part of the inner core. Is it not? She was once a cabinet minister. So question, why Emma Morrison is at the crossroads with the MPP and now ready to do battle rough, zigzag with the MPP. And the things Emma Morrison has said that tonight you are going to hear will blow your mind. Now the Agyapadie document, and someone so far, Agyapadie document way, akeka, emowatibie. And ne the Agyapadie document in the canon, ubeka treme se, Kwaku Annan mucha anana mo kanekre. The last portion, the last time I read and we left it was the document was asking whether or not the minor political parties, if they would have to play ball with the MPP this time around, then they are going to make sure these political parties would sail through. They will make it to the poll. What it means is the Electoral Commission ballotier will move remubi. Document in a kind. Now tonight, Agyapadie document in pick it because we are going to start from page 25. Eddie Kudru baby. Na dia document in the car say some political parties ni nyara obobo mudin LPG Gum Party Ekuadonko Fahini Sene and Nasefo enne yemi say who say same party document in the Bubo Mudin 4 years ago. He says, so may play ball with MPP and you may make sure say they will come again on the ballot box. Folks, they will come on the ballot box. Friends, the ballot paper, sorry. Folks. Hey, Cynthia Emma Pacho. I didn't tell me Emma Morrison. Cynthia Morrison. Cynthia Morrison, some time ago, was the minister for gender. And Emma Morrison. See, Emma is a journalist now out of the media space. Cynthia Morrison. Now, what should Agyapadie document? A brass is here, all boss our parties here. I feel we are gone in him. I feel we need to maybe says our parties near Bubo Mudini and no Mudrahe. And no Mudrahe, LPG, Kofi Palu, the Gum Party, Wine Party, Chirabosom, Ekuadonko, and the likes of them. Where are they? They are on the ballot paper now. So the question is, documentary bizarre question say, if they are going to play ball with the MPP. Then they will make sure, say, they will come on the ballot paper 4 years to come. 4 years. Are they on the ballot paper or they are not? They are. So was I lying? Was Kwaku Annan lying? Was the document lying? The answer is no. So at least you can see, say, the document has walked down the aisle, implementing this blueprint one after the other, step by step. So me and Nuna, a document, a fiction. Where and how would you say the document is fiction? Fiction for the way. Eranum. Adena on person obesia, and on person obehu, and I say a what do forget about whether or not the document has an author or the document has a signature or otherwise. No, it's not fiction. It cannot, may not, and will not be fiction as described by some government spokesperson. It's real. Tonight, I feel and never be a drone or baby be journalists if what can be so documents nabu bought journalists if be ding. I feel a say. Sa journalists forum edwuma ben na sa brei wono mo ye kwakumidin ka ho o bidin ka ho kra nchemebo. So folks, brace yourself tonight and I'm going to walk with you down the aisle. And then we see who are these journalists that the document has spoken about them. Ora blaster for eboa mo wenya asase bia asase a wo te won sa bri ntokwa na woso nkotiba and Srada Kotokuro, a Jamie Adoso, ye be Kuatu Achinum. Many oral blaster for Edins, was said, Yem pass as he been female, ye trust as is but Nina so capra, bebre, Nefes would die out, ope, a diabe and opposite we see or pension house dying, and also opposite we see Airbnb, hotel, cluster of houses, and opposite we see again the Tower of Babel, like Nimrod. Akwenya oho mesrɛw bomodia ne ye de yam wow ne sidan a ubesia wo beto a boni bie ni wakwan mesrɛw nya kwadworo asɛm na meka no ya asɛm ne yɛfo ora blaster for office no ofanko he ya mesrɛw frɛ wonom e wo 053 617 6327 simple 053 ochina napa no nsia de ko enson frɛ wonom 053 617 6327 wombe boa mo nya asase kama womo wo ofanko he ya wo frɛ mo na o magye tata ama wasase bia obetimi de esi udan ma ho to wate na hwɛ asase so utua na kakra na utua wi a na utua ni na so na wosi udan asase na 70 by 100 ni na access road electricity road any nsuo bibia e wo ho Boweni akohoma na hwɛ saa asase se emmoa wa ye obi okwa abenya kasoa breku denchira otiano amasaman ensawom ni na so okrom. Take a listen to this.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back. Tonight, some renowned men of God, biwo memha. Brace yourselves because yeba makachi ni mubedi nkomo. But before, Frank is it Japa? Or say, what is the name of the TV? The name of the TV is CTV. The logo is there. Who show online? Frank. The name of the TV is CTV. CTV, Class TV, simple. Then, Anthony Brew, also watching you live from Obuasi. Anthony, God bless you. Samuel Oketechi, also the most educative program. Thanks for educating and giving us vivid information. Bro, my salute. Then, KB or say yours Wafa Ata of UK watching you. Oh, Wafa Ata me so one can't check. Yeah, me and Kasa. Why? Wafa Ata or London when you mean shall be brave. Yameson Kaho. Minya penny back on Wafa Ata Yankopon and Kaho. Come. Now, Regina Adole or say hello, Kwaku. Regina, God bless you, okay? When your daughter. Without I'm refinity, most women himself program. Then my very own dear John King. John, I salute. Yes. My very own John King. John King, I'll say watching you live from Toronto, Canada. The weather is getting chilly. That's Canada for you, John King. So cool it down. Per jacket be shana be under na kwemi. Joseph Tetose Kwaku push we. I'll say then Kwaku push we are here listening. Okay. Atumensa Osi, you are doing great job. And I feel so Kwashi Kudeka. Osi, keep up the good work. Great. I love my viewers and the listeners and all of that. I was at this time there. But if you musa na bibiano ekekako said they say ekekako. Quick no bia enya ne chefa. So messages I don't get lost of it. Now, Osi, good evening, Kweku. Apo Matthew is my name, and I bring you greetings from Bolgatanga. Hey, Zayere. Also, I bring you greetings from Bolgatanga, the capital of Upper East Region, my home region. Kweku, let me extend my gratitude and thankfulness to you for such delightful piece of information shared with the good people of Ghana. The clock is ticking, and unprecedented victory beckons and awaits His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ghanaians are fully awake and pretty ready to boot out the NPP and its gang of thieves. It gangs of what? Thieves. Yes, Apo Matthew. Charlie, bro, Bolga de SM ba. Charlie, I have to come for old school. Me primary, me secondary, Nina or I have to come, Bolga. I have to come. Me senior ne Isaac Adongo. We have to go back. I say I will be glad to get the document. Godwin from Tema. Obi the number be by me to draw. So please. I say I am Ni Latte from Jamestown. I'm watching more fire. Hey, Jamestown for pa. One time. Jamestown for no so Jamestown be Jamestown. Hey. Yes. In Canada, mean to me, can't cranny fame. Yes. Musa say the Frontline with Kwaku Annan, of course, right on point. Okay. We all say good evening, Kwaku. Keep the fire burning. God bless you, Alfred from Amasaman and Ode Ebai, and my big bro in London, Kwaku Lovinger. Yes, sir. Kwaku Mabudi. Kwaku Lovinger is watching the show in London. My bonidin. Okay, I say good evening, Kwaku. This is Na Aducho. Please, it's Cynthia Morrison, not Emma Morrison. Yes, madam. Uncle Bob, radius. We Emma Tini baby, Kwaku. Why? What's wrong with you? We all say the first enemy of your life is your mouth. If you want to live without problems, close it. Wisdom speaks. Okay, or the Adibiaba. We shall say, Honorable Kwaku, good evening. You are blessed, Honorable Kwaku. More fire. Asamoah from Botiano. My name is not Honorable, and I don't like Honorable on my name. I am simple Kwaku. I don't want Mr. Any bra. Midin bra nkaho. Mr. Nkaho. My name is Kwaku Annan. Simple. Why? Honorable Sembia Nkaho. We all say, hello Kwaku Annan. I never lost to watch you. It's like a teenager in love. That's the feeling. Echo Thomas from Tema. Oh, Echo. I love it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wow. It's like a teenager in love, isn't it? Good evening, Kwaku. You always give us vivid info. Thanks, but hell is waiting for... Or say hell is waiting for an answer and TBD too. Ebo Yebrima, watching you live from then Komanze. Komanze where him from? Oh, Ebo. Also, how do you join WhatsApp page? Charlie, almost how nipa ni bisa how dia abeda no wa join WhatsApp in. Ko WhatsApp na type it. The front is it the front line with Kwaku Annan, correct? Yes, the front line with Kwaku Annan. Now we are saying Kwaku. I say this is Kwaku. Your Kwaku. I say this is Kwaku. Kwaku, your spiritual guidance. Have never ever find a brave documentary reporter like you. Today, as I watch you, you are filled with prophetic utterances. I'm a national intercessor, and I wholly get you, not get excited. I say the real message is the battle is the Lord to rescue Ghana. The battle is the Lord, rather change the other way around. Say this time, almost then, a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Good evening, Kwaku Annan. I am watching you live from Pokwase, Khalifa, and all the way Ebaye. We all say I am Musa from Tamale. God bless you, Kwame. Yeah. Tamale for no, me refimu greetings, you know. Tesba. Yes. Mr. Kwaku Annan, God bless you for your good work. Keep it up. Isaac, Kofi, Kaswa, Akole Newtown, and Odebaye. Ike, I hope say Kaso baby I jana so monsu son fast. Maybe biana was say I'm done Jaguar from Latabia question. Hey, Latabia question was with Janet Dahose one time. Fireworks. Good evening, brother Kwaku. I am feeling your show too much. Keep it up. May God bless, and I'm watching from Takrady, Lagos Town, Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, Otineo, Bibia Shishi Mubwa. Was it the front line with Kwaku Annan? Yes, it's a Bibia. Great, I feel yes, Mingjai message na memra. Okay, let me see this one coming from London. I say, hi, Kwaku, watching you from UK. Please learn how to speak Ga. Are you a Ga? I don't know. Okay. Hi, I always don't want to show my identity. Please, Kwaku, we will fight till we win the soul of Ghana. Hope all is well. Oh, your message is very touching. Of course, we need to fight and rescue Ghana. Great. Folks, Mami Vincia. Now, here I come. Up next, your religious belt. And of course, tonight on our religious belt, still urging one of Ghana's renowned man of God. Tonight, the Frontline show is urging one of Ghana's renowned man of God in Ghana to respect himself and respect the media and respect this platform. That whatever that he knew of and must respond to this platform, we are humbly waiting for him. But we want to sign this caution too, that if he thinks he can continuously disrespect this platform, I am here tonight to say, a man of God, if care is not taken, whatever that we have to do would go so bloodily. It will go bloody in the Christian community in Ghana. And I say this and I say that with caution. As someone may can say, Sanya mini peya mi beyi na tremui. Onim se ye ne wo asem bi asa asem no ese so ne ode anu ye ode ba. Na sa anu ye no ode ba no enye me nti na so ode ba. Esan se ensem na begu pono so na ese ye ka ho asem no ono anim se ese se ye den ye ka ho asem na nso Kwaku me nye nipa sebe wasem be di mi wa me te da sabre wa na mama me kura so no. I mean, people who can say, come and insult me, are people who actually don't know how I do my job. But I am one person. I take my time to investigate matters. I take my time to go into the issues, and it takes me time to decide that now I have finished my investigation, and now I need to go to the news market. Tonight, this platform is calling on this renowned man of God, who is the general overseer. Emma Asorben. Now let me call the name. Now I'm also a doctor. Doctor or Reverend Michael Bwedi Nyameche. Monfa ne picture no da hon. He's a general overseer, Emma Makers Chapel. Anybody who knows him, tell him I said this. That we respectfully calling him maybe for the last time. Maybe calling for the last time. It may end up say biane yam friendly biom. But whether he likes it or not, the Panacho, he should respect the media and respect this platform called the Frontline. Yes. Because and someone at Dahwa also for penny onim says so be yano. And Yamina Medesa no Ebesha no, he knows it. And some of Insamno on one can say aware. We've spoken about some of Insamnibia, very deadly, very explosive. Now let me say this to Ghanaian, and tonight, I'm sorry. Reverend Michael Bwedi Nyameche, I'm going to do this. Even though you expose me, but you are pushing me to the wall. Should I say? Ebra, Papa, we there are some men of God who say, my day, men come once. We invited about 4 or 5 men of God to be said, Wamumra abontimbe yin sembiano. But when we say, so mobile, so mumba, when we say major mwasa, yes, Robin Misromo. I swear to God, I am not scared of a politician or no, or you're in charge of the movers and the shakers of the country now. And a also for me, may scared of you. But some in Kana, some say investigation, you did see baby this year. When the time comes, say, come, Masama, you be kind of rough, you be exposed rough. Because if the president of this republic, who is the commander-in-chief of the security services, is not above the law, if the top businessmen in this country are not above the law, if the politicians in this country are not above the law, then how come? If the media, we are the 4th estate of the realm, are not above the law, including Kwaku Annan, I am not above the law. Who also for now above the law? So therefore, also for the intina because we was some ye and unti respectfully near the Asamna Basse J. Nafa whom bra. When this man of God, Michael Bwedi Nyameche, had see a boni dinwahan, the next step is say, I feel all money lawyers at Shrodiaba. Guess what happened? I feel local. Oh yes, I attempt to know so all money lawyers are true. What happened? He saw something, and whatever that he saw, he couldn't believe his eyes than to call his lawyers that they should back off. And then also told the management of this program, we at the front line said, any crowd be free law court be an entity. This guy on no cancer, and let me tell him, say he's on record. Yes. He told the management of this platform, say, entities are lawsuit. Really? I'm saying, look, me but the point is, do not play your smartness on me. Because there are serious issues. And Sembia, Yentimin Kika, ni now appointing, na me, Yendipenim Guasienti, Nana me becachremo, and you also for him Guasio. But the reason why this platform also concentrates on this man of God is because the men of God are also controlling people. And you pay do much in any paqueto. And the kaya acquire more fast with the influences and them, either positive or negative. And if it is anything to go by, that's the reason why we focus on some of these men of God to ensure that they do the right thing. Yes. There are issues to do with narcotics that he needs to help us get clarity to it. May say, there are issues to do with what? Narcotics. That he has to help us. Now, be very cautious. Say, ye nya wo response ni e be jemugu ha. Emfa wasam mayeso. Enzamna doso. And may I say that even the US authority are part of the investigations. And he knows it. The last time I said, on fair play, non kwahane Nigeria, ne menhwade. And those who are close to Michael Bwedi Nyameche should come out and tell me, ever since, has this man traveled the shores of Ghana? Has he traveled? If he has not been able to travel at the shores of Ghana, question, why? Why can't he board a plane and travel to maybe Burkina or even United States or Britain? Why? Why? He would have to explain. But Reverend Yamiche, be the Obuni Nidiamo for a very long time. But I want you to sit to know, say, you are not above the law. The fact that you are much closer to the MPP and one of your the bosom friend is a running mate to John, to Alhaji Muhammadu Bamia, why Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. No home maho. Now sooner rather one shenia and Yoma Yadibegu Hamaono, Ghanaians will know what is that relationship between you and the running mate. You are a man, or not see a man, but will define the relationship between you and him. And it will be sour grapes. And like I'm saying, and Yoma the Christian community, especially in the charismatic community, it will be a sour grapes. And so including yours. And I don't want it to be. But the huni for buoma and penifobia wa udi obuoma wom. And yes, we do obuoma and yakachos. Because the year is ending. We are wrapping up on our investigations Nyankoto Abano. I don't want to go and then at the back of us, you want Simbia, no. Now, Sessa been prayed as a mimia. Menini free mammy yam, papa yam, mammy bacono, main father one chenua. Who are so for now, Sebi, who two baby, I don't bet your own. And I'm sure Ghanaians can attest to it. For the past 3 weeks, last 2 weeks, my kid brother, the self-styled Francis Kofi Annan, who is the general overseer, Emma Sorbain, Relatives of Heaven International, Onyana Sumdrie. Yeah. Onyana Sumdrie. I have made Ghanaians to know, say no, Sebin Predia song, me Kwaku, menya above the law. And na emra wo Ghana me ntimi fa nhye me nsemo. But wo ye de ensenem fata. As I say, media no etimi expose masad no. Ujai because edom do echi. Francis Kofi Annan wonya na easy. And the only way Francis Kofi Annan eye na dwen say obe stop it me ntimi nka no ho asem no. No si otumi tu oyira oyese ni nyomanema. Na me ka chen say Kofi ma utumi na wodi ye adwuma no emra me break yen emfiri de ye mu wentimi na odi ni nemu mirika pam ene oso okokot say court on fine injunction ento de ye no so because we respect the court. We've decided say court no ya respect court no, but the likes of Francis Kofi Annan na mo hwe program we in Ashanti region asoria ye from Afrancho no mon kan che mo leader no. There is intelligence be nam kwemu a wahu. Hey wurade. Mon fa ne picture nto so. Francis Kofi Annan mon fa nto so na Ghana fo so hu no. Now this guy, me kid brother we odimechi mienu. Oyo sofo but man fa ne ho anche ne sa. Now the only way to go for rescue mission say be ya enyoma boni na otia bonto enkrofo osisiwom no bom epo ejo musika ene avalanche of evidence. I'm tired. Yaseseni na yase court mumeje. Today, he's so scared. He said the only way obetimi aka say ni nua pani minya na asem kan say court enye den emfa ne santo so na yema no ho nto ne kakra me say oh na wo feel say we are smart. He's a brother, direct brother. But now relatives of Heaven Church International muntie court na modi asem na kono a mo say court emfa injunction ento so say be a yentimi expose muntie. We are picking a lot of intelligence there. There is allegation kesi e dia bom say you are making every frantic attempt to go and bribe the judge. Say be a judge ni be di mo asema mama. Now I swear the heavens up there. Wait, me nua keto no. There is a blood connection. So I know how to get him well. Listen to me. There is a blood connection between I and him. So I know how to get him very well. And I know how I monitor him. That's a code. He should decode it. But tonight, I am here to let him know, say, any attempt, so obey your say, womoko bribe a judge, Maja de bedi o masamamam. I swear God, Ghana Judicial Service, ejabetom, I can assure them. The next move will be, say, we'll take this matter from Ghana's jurisdiction to ECOWAS court. Because my catcher said, the battle between me and you on the sorrow, and you when you on the Ghana for be a fast and Kwaku, I have taken that blame for continuous 5 years. Ghana for the matem year, Ghana for Shamia Roba year, yet the minimum to trip from here because of this boy. Let me tune from one fact. 5 solid years that I've received backlash about him. The manner in which why no self-style and Crawford what bomb we pour any idea mean to me. It drew baby and say, whoa, no way. I won't hide you. And say me do Pia Bonte. And then he has been embarrassed beyond recovery. It's the only thing I say, so court. Now allegation a ban so. They are making every attempt. Now me be say attempt no one away na asoro no mpese omoye. Which one? But I would advise you don't. Don't make any attempt. Hey, I've been in journalism for years, so I know the nooks and crannies of Ghana's political landscape across the 3 arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, the legislature. Don't try it. Any judge or better case, so I obey attempt. Listen to me, Kofi. Any judge or better case, so obey attempt. Let me tell you what is happening. Now, my international partners in the intelligentsia, they are monitoring you 24/7. No, I catch up, but I have to tell you for free. Listen, my intelligence international partners are monitoring you closely 24/7. We are watching you. Don't joke with me. Me say don't joke. The obeti me say Bonnie Woody was also no. Who is sing Crawford? Jai, stop taking people's money. Jai so bon Crawford po. I don't like it. Because won't to me go do bonnet, not because I am in the limelight. Na me maba be je ho den. Ateni. Edu baby yesu wei. Ni sika wenya no de hwe me Kwaku na me mechi ba mienu. Na me se be ma mobra. How can I go through such a deal? Okotre ko di ni meko na mfifiri ni be free atwere. What be that? What be that? And when document e di free America de breme. I was so sad. Say we ni hwe. Why? What is the meaning of that? Men ya attempt dakoda to bribe your way at Ghana's judiciary. Adibe ye woni judge na kasente me se mu nko Ghana. Na any judge, my main country chief justice, with the greatest of respect to our chief justice, this particular case, I want chief justice to exercise jurisdiction over it. Say, any judge, that moment in that judge, I'm to tell you that judge, you under some form of surveillance. And any attempt, I will judge, who bet bribe, I swear God, the international partners in the intelligentsia will hook you up and will embarrass you in the international community. I can assure you, because I'm not leaving that issue unturned. Any judge in Ghana's judiciary, who bet bribe, I was our case. Wait a minute. It's the religious belt no. Now, Dr. Michael Bodin General Overseer Emma Makers Chapel, also for Penny Diuhuni. Before we start whatever we start, no one can say, young consulto. We have done all the consultations, and you know there are issues you have to respond to it. A Drew baby now if say some year can you. So you made your lawyers to write. A Drew baby one person now withdraw. You even went to the extent of telling us any lawsuit we should take it and tear it apart. Why would you say that? Because the government of the issue, no, and someone who say and you're too good enough. But then we are still giving you opportunity. Come and clarify it. To me, we are so for now to ask some quarter. No, we are straight. Because me, I'm not sitting here checking out. I won't chicken out. I mean, chicken out to what politicians are. Oh, a man of God, no way. Reverend Bwedinya Meche, and I'm no Casano. Because, say, sim say bam, it is a me kid brother. Onimi diagro, na no nim say, look, I'll give him a showdown one particular time on our ways. A bra me didn't see Jenny Mono. I feel who said no. Netuna eja esuwa oyeshi enye enonende. Now he goes to court to tell the judge and say, Naso Nigu, on one case why embarrassment. Absolutely rubbish. Oh, bodam. Mema ukwain, megu menimu ase, negu ebusheni nimu ase. by way of so woody ebusedin ede to nkrofo no nkrofo womunya biological relatives no we are woody ehunehuna say you are a man of God that utumi yira a man of God that utumi yede utuo ada we obinim folks. So me the religious belts ne end no mamima this man of God who is giving or describing what you call practical Christianity as espoused by this religious leader. Afi obechrew konya Christosum SSSum nanche we say ne yesum Christo. Na enam Ghana de bia meka wo mu Christosum masi ne ti asente mu ntini me biase. But me be you actual. Take a listen to this man of God. Any kwanya watch practical Christianity say and yes, yes, some. And yet, the address now, especially charismatic for Mujimi, Muko sorry, and my goodness. Also for Jina Sorona, or your Honima wom, also for no Johnny a Christomo, also for no Johnny on Bibia, yet, then you couldn't defy. Then you couldn't defy. That man, I so to me reverence and nor respecting, to me respecting. What is wrong with Christians here in this country? Take a listen to this.
Now, catch and say a question because you know, Yamano, Ukusuyamana, a day now as all day. Yan any pantiasu, my catcher was assassin. Any program, BFM program used to say, I could say, Yame, on one nipa, Yame. See human being as your God. I mean, can be being chow. Bruni in Honija. Abrofo dwini na hana gina broni mu se menua na ye nyame no me ma me na ye nyame no de obrem won na ye nyame no me to what ma se pa ye ni etimi jade wo damo gem ho kwa asore enso yesu my example bible no makan atra munni mpoti se yesu ka se otodwini ne okohwe no e de ne kotra bicycle so anane ponko so de ne kwa yare sabia no twitwa ma ye hwe na kuru ne wuye no obedo no asene sofo no betwa yesu akan pen. You respect your pastor more than your husband. Shame unto you. Who suffer na papa na daddy and I mean that won't flow suffer daddy, no flow crew hair. Hey, Bama. Who call this cat to shame unto you, shame. Stop going to church. Just for the nickel. Let's in church. What didn't breathe you? Sorry. Because you are joking like a commode, you are joking like Bobokara in the church. What you say? Many sang kasa, now some Bemra men. Now you can be free. Bible say.
So, shame on to some Christians in this country. Shame on to you. You reverence your man of God more than who could only with you. More than we are only with you. What has come upon it? Meanwhile, also for no chance saw them one. Pressure betting your banners to say, bum, emanatiato, onye ni pabium, no way. Okoya na obae. Yame sumben na mosomono. E sumben, Christo sumben, hena mosumi. E Christo sumben na yen shisheni mui. Sa minuano, Kofiana, the same. Akola kititio. Nem peninfu titru ni nimponi ninti, your friend daddy. Ne enkrofo yirinu na ahye ni fie ho. Na wo my memo clue. Be very careful. Say anytime soon you will not travel to Europe and then American area, because my U.S. international partners have laid ambush. Wait a minute. And you Ghana hana wufa with you. All the story now will be around the world now. Branches, they are investigating it. Yes, my man can't job. And sorry now will be no. Kwaku Annan and so now will be no. You will tell the governments in the European world what's it. Who to tax and I win to tax. You will tell them. And one of these days, I'm power Germany, you be power corner, baby. Main control. Stay put. Folks, religious belt, I had na do on BC. On a reverend Yameche Namon and Nemi Womoso. Now, the politics of today takes us to President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, 2 days tour to Volta region, and made blistering attacks on John Dramani Mahama, saying, God is not wicked and unjust to return John Dramani Mahama and the NDC to power. He, however, disclosed 6 major government policy framework, including free education policy. As someone President Akufo-Addo, we could jina Volta region, air catcher Voltarians, and said, when Yankupon Trimunya didn't know when you're wicked, say, Oba return John Dramani Mahama and the NDC to power. Hey, President Akufo-Addo, are you trying to challenge God, the omnipresent, the omnipotent? Oh, challenge no. Na me pa President Akufo-Addo ntimi amfa bibia anya example dan se what John Mahama etoto onyankopon nim nyam ho se wono onyankopon basayadom trimu nya din se oberetene John Mahama. By the way, say John Mahama sambe eno no obebo onyankopon somo. Can you say this? Na okoho no okoridi 6 major policy framework. Also say NPP ayeden etuni na ho anamo. Volta Regional Caucus Assembly. Take a listen to President Akufo-Addo.
Yesterday, my predecessor, former President Mahama, said that God brought the NPP government, so that Ghanaians can appreciate the NDC. So Ghanaians want stagnation, not progress. They want high inflation, not low inflation. Ghanaians want the Unemployed Graduates Association. They don't want NABCO. They want a poor agriculture, not planting for food and jobs. No new industries. Rather than one district, one factory. Every year, 100,000 on the average. JHS students, when he was in office, could not find a place in secondary school and had to go home because their parents could not afford it. Ghanaians prefer to go back to that and not free SHS. The people who were asleep when they were in the comfortable lead, only to wake up to find that the country had rejected them. They're still asleep. They will not wake up and see that Ghana has moved on. We are moving on to a new era of hope and progress in our country. We have a leader who has no record he can defend, who has no prescriptions for the future, no policies for the future. We have never had any policy coming from this leader about what is going to happen in the future under him. Negativity, negativity, negativity. That's all we hear. Ghanaians have moved on. God is not so wicked as to punish Ghanaians again with the rule of John Mahama and the National Democratic Congress. That is not what God is going to do. Ghana has moved on, and we are now in an era of hope and an era of progress, and we're going to march on. Next year, the people who are still asleep are going to get another big.
This is President Akufo-Addo saying this. Who said on my saying 6 major government policy framework, but I just want to stay a while longer with the last one, which is the free education. Now but tonight I place these questions to President Akufo-Addo. What is the current state of one district, one factory policy framework? He mentioned, including free education policy framework. And your mom, you know, me 6, but I want to circle 2. May circle 2 major policy framework of the NPP. Now, President Akufo-Addo may answer, but again, I have the answers for him. First, let's have a glance at what he may describe 1D, 1F, one district, one factory. Yembisa said, and your mamians and Sianwa or Volta Regional or Janenu. What are the current state of this policy framework? Number 1, one district, one factory policy framework. Equia MPP for saying. Take a listen to this one.
Plantation factory now. Tractor no abanka say a different plantation factory ama asante achen youth constituency we so omunya adwuma ye etieni wo de hwe ekwan no kura di adanse say ade na esi woni mponya adwuma ade na aban dia ba tractor nim say ye adwuma ma youth de nya adwuma da kwan na hwe mu adi na sia wo hwe tractor nim asante achen nota e wom say 100% ye adwuma mo de mom yenko appear could be a MP. Now, I'm not sure bedroom catch a Ghana for say your plantation factory here. Juma was Santiago not consequent.
In my own constituency, Santiago, and I will to be specific, we have a factory that is processing plantain. Myself, I'm a plantain farmer, so I discharge plantain to the factory, and it is unwardly exported to Canada.
Sadiania Juma, the moment transform me, Shawayana. Why are the this year? The factory, why are you? And no concern. Na for what the meet a crown more factory. Meet some boom more factory. No, how come say I buy back track about that Ghana for say your plantation factory a year tomorrow. Asante Achem North constituency. Our lawyer appear could Edna Parliamentary a catch Ghana for say yeah the for the free for Canada. Now so factory new plan meet some boom more. Meet a mom. Like a year factory fire, say 2-bedroom full. And a yes, I say, where your mama constituency will use that. Oba constituency, you to go beyond and be a form for her. Or beyond the constituency. More chance at the end of one pass. Namen one district, one factory, no, plantation factory, as Antiatum, yes, it's here, Nelson Yajuma. Now, so the about track and say, yeah, you mamma, you to a was Santiago, no, yeah, you factory in the almost that Bibian, why, of course, Bibian could have it. Yes, it's so. Yes, it's so. More than one, I'm tired, I will move you. And Togo, then I said for one of Master and no part why you need to be on your Juma. Factory, a year Juma, and I'm the body any fee. The blouse of you pray more. I want to be a Juma. Yeah, I'm sure.
Master, factory this so baby, you know where you are.
I'm for you to be fine.
Master Jai to be for obedience come.
I'm one to be a peer could be
Master Jai appear to be someone who did me an afternoon interest in you.
Factory is into like to put Shaq home. Keep going and the factory, you bet I put up here. Abaya says, Sikau, yes, Sikakifo, Yajaw is real. Ghana for performance tracker no for constituency now so watch it here say abana ye adwuma for ye adwuma ye nyina ye Ghana for ye sika na bia ye Asante Achem youth for won na aban si adewe ye adwuma mamu na na do dan Kwaku for nim say adewe mu nya so mfafo na so nya adwuma adewe esi ya esi wuram 2-bedroom enie to pia nhwe
enie. So we have to name and shame the president. Okojina voter regional, not the way airborne hosa for him. 1D, 1F, any Asante Achem DNA. More performance tracker no. Well, we adia ya wane them. We have fact checking no. Most performance tracker. We have fact checking and down. Once when you go say, and there are a number of such projects. Nina akakwaya mo eguyem. Gukwayam, Niyam Nisrem, and Yadjuma. Ni did yo. Now, me fanum kwechiro. I just want to stay a while longer with the president. What that same as Asante Achem and expose him to his bone. Again, under free education policy framework, still under Asante Achem. Let's see what is happening there. Still under Asante
I post school and I just so told me by that so I just said ya buy you kunyani and ya wokroso and send your shiadi the bia yes sir by say way school yen able meet me and I feel be
when you continue more chance and plan upon Asante Achem North constituency lawyer be appear could be unkura ko school on punchibu I form 2, form 1, form 2, form 3, Ponchibu. We are professional one, we do MSC. I Asante Achem North constituency. As I class A. Class 3 for no more Macaway. Ebia school. Oba akura school no kwanya kono. Asa nkwan school mo pa mo ne mo ane sua de he. Ponchibu pa Ghana Education Service Asante Achem North constituency. Eti Ponchibu wa teachers isia de na mo ye me and that we so form 1, form 2, form 3, 4 die. I don't know Ponchibu. I class 8. Class 5 and 6. I class 5 and 6. and see me ya wa santi atem no constituency Kumasi ya enya akura bi ase atete bi ankura wom teachers e wa akura bo mo modin because class bi ye mienu miensa na teachers ginam e kire nkura de oba school mi ya headmaster office ni hwe ba bi ankura ni kipi omu bus sa ban the Facebook ba ba bi omu kipi na we nsuo to den dia ba na ni na nche textbooks omu office ni teachers office ni ensu nyame ye abusuan hwa e form 1 form 2 form 3 ana mo da ba kuma so ye ka sai na ntwefuo su tu ya mo po school a na ntwe na sa beda ya sa na te mo po mo beda enya kurasi o from agogo ana ni krom ensu nyame ye nya kurasi Ashanti region Ashanti Atem North constituency apia ku bi mpesi asunye lawyer di apia ku bi ni mpesi asunye na
Mpanchina
mo ye de ya
ya po school a ana gusensu to mutumi beda guso guso ajise ya ba jin kunyani yani ahokoro so ansa ne asua de da bia
yes aban se omwa school ni ya ebo metimi nsia de afi be ye kotre bc ye ne form 1 form 2 ni nsia de ba ku nti exam school e husta ye nti ya so mboa
ntunya mi ye school dan nyina asai enkola ti we mpontin twase enkola ne be kwama mpontin na bedamu enkola ne ko school a na mpontin na begidan no ade kino mo ba jom me prapra sa na mo abanya de anya da black na siade a teacher for so ye ni bi because na eni baby a teacher for no bakura o metena edan o bedam kura ye ni bi a school dan no so ye ne ye super ni school dan no ye ni school dan enkola ye bre nsuo to a aja teacher for yi pon kola no mo ko fie.
Let's still stay a while longer with the president with the 6 thematic framework now or the born who suffer him still under education policy framework, under school feeding, a free education. Now you run school feeding. Near school feeding. So at the end of President Akufo-Addo, we all take a listen to this one. Can we have this? Yes, let's have it. So baby says away. A young kwan benya. A young cutting quine. A ben quine and a light soup and a day. Under your free education, beneath your free education is what you call school feeding. Meboa. Nonsense. And in Guase for despicable leadership. Wait, people's children. And nipa mao. And ye dear January, ye de mao. All right? Any pama, any idea, and yet you got the nerves. No, baby. Now, born for him. Say, hey, the government of MPP, yeah, the free. Any sound see adverts nobody to radio, so no. And dear, final why almost why you be on the tail end of it, or therefore the infant teacher. Most cinnamony, Shaquia wouldn't perform my faso and the free school feeding, Aninaba, and the what? Free education. Again, let's stay a while longer there. Finally, under free education policy framework, on digitalization. Under digitalization, what is going on? Under free education, under digitalization. And also, I'm watching take a listen.
Keep practicing, I'm coming round. Keep practicing. Yes. Release. Repeat it again, let me see. So this is the object. Mouse, go. release so the thing will not move again. You don't release, let's go, hold the object. Look at me, I've clicked and I'm moving. I'm moving this way, so you should also move this way. Are you following? The mouse moves with respect to the mouse pointer. So
click and hold your mouse. Double click.
In the mouse no criminal. A bono mouse no crumzy. When you move under free education, President Akufo-Addo, when you driver's mate, Alhaji Muhammadu Bamia, when you move we home. Where you are Mushe and Crawford Mao, and so Ghana Sika na matamwedi. Ghana Sika noa, yet, Mr. Mat Emma, the Bediana, Cynthia Morrison, Eba Cancer Miatre Ghana for Mumetie, Bebia, Yedisikani Biafa, Cynthia Morrison, maybe do on a special report, but in some way, show Ghana Korea saying Ghana Chrono a saying with about 32 million population. And you know what you say, Ghana, which one within a short time was about name, yeah, and so school be, yeah, baby, niatna, woman, you compete, they don't even know what's going on. Yet, Motihana Mubom was suffering, he said, free education is a Mudi Kudro. No work with Voter region. No predecessor, no, okay, can some say fun. Now, on the Galamsey war front, we welcome our viewers and listeners here in Ghana and around the world to get this water from free mercury, cyanide, lead, and all sorts of chemical pollution. Please, Ghana for more bruchimemu, any Ghana for more, and so I met me recommend the Amamo Sabrini said, and so I may be yachim me pamocho. So one man on you, oh, Ghana ho, Mr. Science your way pet. And the meeting I recommend the amount say mercury nim, cyanide nim, lead nim, chemical pollution be nim. Now so bet me there. Anom edia ye aduane. Onam obet me atobie no wanom na ho atɔ. Because chemical pollution adɔɔso. Enti ne egu so ekeka ensam kekan adɔɔso. O adɔɔso ensuwe and me recommend the amount. Take a listen to this.
Adia critical. I'm saying sorry video. Hi. Is there no one our market to move?
More traffic. Galamsey, you monse, more traffic. I didn't pay from no. Hey, I send Ben, you Ghana, sit I am funny here. Galamsey, I know one.
Zoe, come on. Ufra bruche na oba wo Ghana ho, we are na betimi aboa. Boni bia ni obi akwam. Ye kɔ ne say pepepe. Zoe, chemical free pollution sembia nim. Onomo a na bibia ye fine. Now, our special report that brings Cynthia Morrison into sharp focus in here. Tonight, we are learning there is a political standoff in Ghana's Legislative House over a number of MPs belonging to the governing New Patriotic Party who have decided to walk out of the door from their political closets and rather prefer to walk down the aisle in the corridors of independence back to the Legislative House. The Ayati NSM NPP Nipakuo bi omo party ma omadwene say one be contest with MPP party so pa de la no omo come baby. And this omo kwa dia omo ni MPP ni twa kan bia. Ade we e de hunten enemy ntime ho asibini ade a serious standoff between the two groups esi wo parliament wo as of enra ne na ochina and the speaker Alban Kingsford Bagbin ebabe release asem. Now, by virtue of this move, the current minority group would have to obtain the majority position numerically. A major threat the governing New Patriotic Party sees it. So therefore, the majority leader, Honorable Kwaku Annan, had gone to the Supreme Court to secure an injunction on the speaker. And untiaba sentino. The current speaker, saying majority leader, Kwaku Annan, to brika the injunction abetu speaker. So say, oh Makwan. Just what it means is that se nipa and na emiensano se one more resign or mako independence dia. What it means is say seat in na abe vacant. There is a vacuum created, and that vacuum, according to the constitution, it doesn't matter. Say today, as I speak, we are left with 52 more days to go to the polls. No, we have to go for by-elections. Maybe by whatever stretch of a common grounds logical understanding is there. And December, fine. But constitution gives it explicitly clear that it's a by-election. Now, Sasana not just a by numerical minority for no more led by Kessel, Atoforsen, and any Dom Haruna tonight can be declared say woman in the majority. And no MPP for who say hey, as I'm Cassia Bow in Jenna Pamno Trano, one more Demirika Ako Supreme Court. Say one more Speaker of Parliament and yet and declare that majority arrangement. But folks, the question remains tonight. Is Parliament number one? Questions are the questions remain. Is Parliament an autonomous body? Tienio. And the Crescent Parliament, where Edumakua Odino among the three arms of government or the four arms of government, the executive, the judiciary, the legislature, and the media, legislative house, and Edumakuno, Onoquadeno, Obiansha, so. And the Crescent. Number two, is Parliament a house of records? And the Crescent Parliament, baby, oh, Bibia intimira. Bibia koso mem who be a ukoha, if you were more records. Meaning, say, you do me quite who munim do moye. Number three, is Parliament a master of his own rules? Is it true? Is Parliament master of his own rules? And the say Parliament to see Dumakubia, Obian Shomoso, and judiciary, and Timishi Shem Rama. Executive, and Timishi Shem Rama. Media, and Timishi Shem Rama, woman as she shop Mumra. It is one of she shop Mumra. The question is a day and the Supreme Court, episode May, when we share Parliament, so a done Parliament. Why? Indeed, if the above prepositions certainly are the fundamental structures of our legislative settings, then the governing New Patriotic Party should be warned not to commit any constitutional blunder or distortion. Says MPP for Munje, because any constitutional disorder or blunder mobile committed no free power, somebody will be punished for this. And now, Michelle said, Kwame na afin yomaki ni niabre. Ni kohun team, Kwame na kohun team, mi no. And so meka, Kwame na, and now, Michelle kohun team, when niabre. Or yes, Alban Bagbe and declare, but our China speaker a babonting or the ruling neighbor. It will be some say, a day and the Munim say Parliament, a master of his own ruler, who didn't Kauko Supreme Court. Why? Cynthia Morrison ever resigned in Tiana. Cynthia Morrison resigned. What Bonia Moody Cynthia first one. Another question is why the NPP have refused to write to Parliament about those members who have declared their intentions of pursuing their independence journey. Why? I didn't see the MPP for a nipa me and Sanwa, Cynthia Morrison, Kamwa, or Morrison. I didn't see the Monfa letter Enco Parliament Ampa, Sangrofunia, I resign, and Timundi declare seat in the vacant. I didn't see the Monia. Why? Because look, MPP, nipa boni for me who be that. Do you know why? because womu ya say beya the lives of Cynthia Morrison and the rest of them womudin emba ballot paper na so umbe we na say electoral commissioner printing paper ni we. That's a secret. But tonight Cynthia Morrison has something for the MPP and the entire Ghanaians. Ediba Sam and Cynthia Morrison pese Ghana for yeti. Take a listen to her. Former Minister for
a coincidence or an
man miss me back court and maybe injunction. Maybe do hana maybe one NDC from where 3 na was a court. A BNS watch us and 50 last Friday. In a 1 year assignment na still order one doing mammy but 2 or 1 boy food the 1 year ones in film. It's an a page yaba my way who's in a film or can you pakra on your recall. Na court so injunction or the tomo today. Win to Monco campaign, moon to me a BBN. No so na room will be a meeting or your room on team in Panama Bobian is in. The Mawai and your day. Electoral Commission about print ballot papers on the week here cases next week. It is a one junction match. I over print ballot papers and Nemidina Bado. That was their strategy. But Nyami, what but I'm pony and I know Bio Obobo MPP fun penny for all count. Obobo candidates than Yama or count, but only the more holding for now. Once man was sent to Marco Court to Bill and Bonim there and Uncle Ye. American or air. When you Marco Court to Bill there. Gender ministry na mko head member account for COVID. Na one can na one day. Me catch on one can na one day. COVID is kanyamo ho no obey. Inti so pedu obey. COVID ni adaka ye boboy. Osan na me COVID man kotoshi. Ketwa samitu ya wankawo. Inti mesrawo. Menya brepawo. The masum party. One more way more obianka shrinchiram. Now was you am no me bakot account. Menya brepa nti na me fi court opo. Me to me nsu me to me njimeni. It's a break catch on. Say what pedal was sending me cocoa. Am I ready? Party on your mancoty na matina position. Right from Jubilee House to the list, CEOs will be able to investigation. Now, why from Kodiana Bay we're going in an investigation. Now, show Ghana.
Hey, what to assume? Cynthia Morrison, former gender minister, or said, COVID is can have a fire. Take a listen to Cynthia Morrison or say, or ye be Pandora box investigation for fraud. Hey, Mummy and Tibium, come on, Masumit.
Why 3 na was a court. A BNS watch us and 50 last Friday. In a 1 year assignment, na still order one doing mammy but 2 or 1 boy food the 1 year ones in film. It's an a page yaba my way who's in a film or can you pakra on your recall. Na court so injunction or the tomo today. Win to Monco campaign, moon to me a BBN. No so na room will be a meeting or your room on team in Panama Bobian is in. The Mawai and your day. Electoral Commission about print ballot papers on the week here cases next week. It is a one junction match. I over print ballot papers and Nemidina Bado. That was their strategy. But Nyami, what but I'm pony and I know Bio Obobo MPP fun penny for all count. Obobo candidates than Yama or count, but only the more holding for now. Once man was a Marco Court to Bill and Bonim there and Uncle Ye. It's American or air. Marco Court to Bill there. Member account for COVID. Now one can no one day. Me catch on one can no one day. COVID is kanyamo ho no obey. Inti so pedu obey. COVID ni adaka ye boboy. Osan na me COVID man kotoshi. Ketwa samitu ya wankawo. Inti mesrawo. Menya brepawo. The masum party. One more way more obianka shrinchiram. Now was you am no me bakot account. Menya brepa nti na me fi court opo. Me to me nsu me to me njimeni. Inti break catch on. Say what pedal was sending me cocoa. Am I ready? Party on your mancoty na matina position. Right from Jubilee House to the list, CEOs will be able to investigation. Now, why from Kodiana Bay we're going in an investigation. Now, show Ghana.
Mahu, I feel so mahu. And I'm paying for kind of yes, say. Actually, what any who need ten. And Cynthia Morrison or say. COVID investigation, mo pesi ebieso a ye bebieso wo akronfo erifo criminals and thieves me kan se ba ho na Cynthia ka no COVID sika no we bi o mo de fa hu se na me bo tape bi kire mo ekwanya wo mo de COVID sika ne fa so no wo mo nalarigu party penibi sika ne bi ye che ono so wenya bi na ono so start so kasa and who is a gender minister Cynthia Morrison wo kan enu masem o se kodua everybody ebuboba bunch of thieves criminals akronfo and Nabrabafo, and Yakushifo, who said her, Cynthia Morrison, was some more power. See, who said documenting it? So, who can't document it? MPP ni biara ya boni din wa so oya ade bia nso still not documented assign any adverse finding against you adverse finding against you tell we ya ade kra no na ye be use no ye use awie no ma say de adampe enti wo matiri mo den na kwa say MPP ye bo ni e bra usu nipa bonefo ewukafo mutiri mo dene onyankopon ma ni jatana wo suruja enhyemo and say massive free UP4 munye papa massive na buzia a te ho bedwa nenum kire Ghana for Professor Buzia wo ba ye obetra ho no in 19 say e de na otumi ye wo te ho in 1972 and a sojeni Lieutenant General Kutu Echampo oba na obetu ni fro Buzia massive na buzia o Buzia mobre bia meanwhile no a professor wa mobre bia o Buzia, Dr. Kofi Abrefo, me say, one more brebiao. He devalued the Ghanaian currency to 43%. I challenge all of you. Then, Orianum, he took Ghana to the IMF. And Amante. Later, then, he took Ghana to IMF, and then all that we could realize is one of the public sector retrenchments ever in our political history. Hundreds of Ghanaians were retrenched home. And then he went on to devalue the city. When Dinya massive one, my bone. Akromfo ka ho ewudifo enabrabafo mu ye nipa bonefo eno no Buzia time Akufo do ni papa ena no ceremonial president simahu mahu se ne ban Akufo da beto aso a esisia samsa wonim hwe wo kofa baumia so de naba baumia so ba ya ono so ni sisi ne nepa se wo sa ne sa adoa wonim hwe folks me de mu sere ma ko short break me ba brace yourself for the very latest on our Santibidi to end the Agyapadie 5th edition of the second review. I am Kwaku Annan. I'll be right back.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabinya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oroblackstarlimited.com. Oro Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great folks, welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension. And in this edition, we take much closer look at the 5th edition of the second review of the Agyapadie Blueprint, titled Agyapadie Decides. Folks, now, my main message, my sweet brother be saw the message about, oh, bro, and if I share, I'm Pearson Whispers, or say, this NPP, from generation have devalued through currency to cover their criminalities. Pearson to us say akromfo asefo amamoya for NPP government. Pearson say these criminal thugs in the NPP who squandered the COVID money should be getting ready for jail. Pearson, my salute you, bro. Oh, love you too much. Good. Now Pearson say, does the supremacy of Parliament not apply to the Ghana Parliament as the British Parliament? Well, Eja Kojo Frimpong said the wicked is not the NPP, rather is the Achim mafias. Rejanado Alito say, look the River Pra, or say look like River Pra, or come back. Shanet D or say Regina Adole also, oh my God, what is this? Recuse also, please, Kwaku, cool it down. You have already won the battle to these ministers and the 3 arms of the government in Ghana. So cool. Okay, those messages the main items I call folks. Enti ye de kwenim now brace yourselves. Ye de ura Agyapadie document no. Enti ye behwe said the nyoma isi na bibia de na come. Just about 26 minutes gone past the hour 9. This is Ghana Speaks Agyapadie.
A dynasty plan to continue the legacy of a family hungry for power has been uncovered. A plan that will make the Dankwes rule forever. But here's the third. This will not stand, as the lens of the Frontline has captured a document titled Agyapadie. For details about the plan, findings, execution, and the blueprint of this whole dynasty plan, watch this space in the coming days, weeks, and months as we uncover the truth of the dynasty plan of the Dankwes. This is Code Red Season 1 of the Frontline, coming soon.
Great, folks. The characters in the document. Now, there's somebody from Tokyo. Hey, Japan now. Also listening to you live from Japan. NPP never again. Yes, Tokyo for and so joining folks. Now, the latest about Nana Asante Bedie to up next. The very, informational. Nana Asante Bedie Tuo is not getting well anytime soon, as I made this information known to you on Monday. And tonight, midweek, our intelligence report and our canary bird monitoring the space around Bedie Tuo also suggests that Nana Asante Bedie Tuo is not getting well anytime soon. Our intelligence is asking us to tell Ghanaians, more prayers for Nana Asante Bedie Tuo to get well. Why? Because top medical experts in the United States have been called upon. I repeat, top medical experts in the United States have been called upon to take care of Nana Asante Bedie Tuo. But it still doesn't, or as it were, seem not that Nana Asante Bedie Tuo is getting well anytime soon. Even though the government of Akufo-Addo has sunk considerable huge sums of money into the United States health sector for Nana Asante Bedie Tuo to be taken care of. But Nana Asante Bedie Tuo isn't getting well anytime soon. And it still may not look like Nana Asante Bedie Tuo may join President Adodankwa Akufo-Addo in the 52 more days left to go to the polls. What it means is that Nana Asante Bedie Tuo, who is the secretary to the cabinet, if Akufo-Addo is exiting the office, one very fundamental role for Nana Asante Bedie Tuo is to sit to gather all the documents, sign everything, including said Nana Asante Bedie Tuo must stand in for Akufo-Addo and do what is called the traditional exit plan and hand over to the next government. We call it a transition. Nana Asante Bedie Tuo may not, cannot, and will not be able to commission this, get this job done. It is so possible that somebody would have to come and do that job. Yes, it means Nana Asante Bedie Tuo is not getting well. Now, the last message to our intelligence report, I don't want to say it tonight. I'm sorry. I cannot say it. My angel said Friday, you beat me there, I'm a Ghana for. So, in concluding on Nana Asante Bediatu's health status, I call on Ghanaians here and around the world, sympathizers, friends and loved ones. Mua obwa munya contract ni ade mumompa emfema pape. Ni enhwe se de besiko. But may I say sika akọ pape na yarehwem pritia kakrenye sika ketwa. But he's still not getting that well. So the transition ebekoso between Akufo-Addo and Akufo-Addo handing over to the next government, that transitional processes may not, cannot, and will not be commissioned by Nana Asante Bediatu. Sad indeed. I'm sorry. Folks, and some musisi o bibi wo wiase o. Yeah, ete onipa wo wiase a woni muhu munni niye. So ye wunua, so ye wadanfo, so ye wodien munni muhu. Bible akampo ato se munni muhu eni niye. Yes ah. Wonya koda na odanti. Basaka ka bin some way. Sa mini hwan. Do you know me? Do you know who I am? Ni sa ni omaneme bebre unfa nkwesi hwe. Folks, asam kase da ho. Onyame adoma e bia Friday. Possibility that it may be Friday. If then I have to break the news and break it, we'll break it. Nana Asante Bediatu report na mdisi hama. So folks, now let's come to the Agyapadie document. Tonight we start the document from the national situation as regards the media landscape. Afi yedimu ko wura ade a wono pese omo ye e media no mo and some trade union omo se den. Now shall we? The media has remained a veritable weapon in shaping public opinion and agenda-setting strategy. We therefore have to wage an even more valiant war in pursuit of our grand scheme to capture and dominate the media landscape, if our overriding ambition to be realized. In this regard, we have to adopt a multi-pronged approach while making sure that the critical mass of the nation will not connect the rapid media capture with us. Nayemra, phase 1, we envisage that the role of Kojo upon Nkrumah, the role of Kojo upon Nkrumah, K1, would continue to be the crucial in our quest to dominate the Ghanaian media landscape. He was super when planted around some big weights of the ex-war Mills Mahama government, while at Joy FM, his secret recordings from the then ruling government illuminated our discussions and greatly influenced our strategy, which culminated in the landslide victory of 2016. Atija, the omopache nyane se afi ohwe media no ensem trade dwuma na eya bia wobetumi ayusu na wode di ense wode ayusu ho ede ensem bia pie masa ansem ni nipa gi watomu enti se ne sade a ene omomo homodin bia se wono betumi akura media no no mo de media na yete se de ben e wo mo puma na nipa na e wo media no wo metumi capture dodo no a na we no wono mo ba na mo se owura bi ti se opon Nkrumah wono mo be yusu no enti opon Nkrumah no mo be yusu no mo yusu no kwan ben so wono mo plante opon Nkrumah e wo Mills Mahama abanim empenifo bia no wono mo NDC mu a wo mo kura nim se at the time wa Kojo upon Nkrumah no ye adwuma e wo multimedia Joy FM. He was the host of multimedia super morning show and the Kojo Yankson any minua friend saying Amwa any friend saying what's his name and wo host show no Kojo upon Nkrumah in the year 2016 on no host at the time upon Nkrumah show Joy FM munya sana MPP4 use upon Nkrumah aplant no e dina kwose NDC mpinfo ma wo mama ne secret recordings a upon Nkrumah recorded sa mpinfo na enum kasa ewuranom nti enye wonwo se enne upon Nkrumah yede ofun ase ayire bi constituency yede beda na ase na minim se sana upon Nkrumah e ba be ye member of parliament mahu die tuem Great. Yankwe. Now, I'll say, no wonder that Gabi made every effort for the young man to be promoted to the office of a substantive information minister. This is more so when we cannot vouch for the credibility and loyalty of Dr. Mustafa Hamid. At crucial times, Mustafa, was the longest serving spokesperson of Nana, but we were shocked when Nana caught him stealing campaign cash in such critical opposition era, where we were suffocating from inadequate resources to prosecute the campaign. Hey, Asembeni. Also, it is now obvious that Mr. Nkrumah has an ultimate presidential ambition. We have a fiduciary duty to protect him and to assure him of our support for the future. The support would get him to commit to the media capture agenda. It is satisfying that he has been part of our manifesto drafting from 2012 till date. In the next government, 2021-2024, Ghana Futiha, or say in the next government, 2021-2024, which is now, Gabi has already convinced Nana to move Kojo Oppong Nkrumah to the Communications Ministry to continue the clampdown on the opposition, as well as the not too friendly radio and television stations. He is already excited about this promise. On two grounds, he would be deemed to remain one of the loyalists for the future. Secondly, that ministry has one of the richest, hence a conduit for him to increase his personal financial muscles for his presidential ambitions. Ghana for me. Afi di omo kire wa hane se Ora Oppong Nkrumah ekowie se Gabi Asario se sare ochidako Emo promote Oppong Nkrumah Ethnic Minister of Information. So what it means is that Oppong Nkrumah ko share information na wo ni senti. Why? Ni senti because one more person Oppong Nkrumah enye tumi bi ni nyinaso se beya obetimi control the media airspace and the media landscape. Afi media, radio, television, newspapers are woman friendly to NPP no. Enya on agenda no. Afi Oppong Nkrumah be control some media stations ni na. Na wetimi root some media houses ni a. Edo my den aba wo mo come no mo yi so mo do ma ye adwuma. Eranam wo hwe table na that screen is na. Sa table we na arrangement we man kan ya Ghana for minim. Ni na on agenda. O mo se den media consummation in Ghana. Kwan ya mo fa so dis radio stations in afaso. Hu ye. Ene afi document re chese afi o me yi Oppong Nkrumah e de na Ministry of Communication di enti a ho ne sika wo esan se Oppong Nkrumah so wo adwe bi se wo mususu se wo no mo dwen se ese so mo di Oppong Nkrumah esi akwantempo bi so a daache oba be president oba be di MPP fo nenim yanko yenim. Now Oppong Nkrumah Kojo Oppong Nkrumah and journalists or say while our team aims at total dominance of the media architecture in the nearest future, there is a need to have a generally good appeal in the media. To this end, we have observed that the discourse in the media has been generally fruitful. This has not happened by accident. KON Kojo Oppong Nkrumah has successfully recruited about 80% of top journalists, including some with adversarial tendencies towards us. Almost then, Kojo Oppong Nkrumah has successfully recruited about 80% of top journalists, including some with adversarial tendencies towards us. His weekly covert meetings, his weekly covert meetings with them to plan the use of the week have been exceedingly impactful. Sure, and you Afia babu baba menchire mu ha ansa na mababu dino. Wo mo say ebra won mo twen say wo mbenya complete dominance in the media airspace no. Oppong Nkrumah aye adwuma papa. Na afi Oppong Nkrumah say tumi abomodin enya media for woman ponye sympathizers to NPP woman ye NPP for adversarial up to about 80% of journalists for abeka NPP ho minus me Kwaku Annan. Yes mo dwuma opon kuma ADA into opon kuma dwuma oye nyana he is on a mission now afi woman say dwuma opon kuma ye no ni secret meetings upon Kroma any journalists for Nekon Nina are very successful. And to upon Kroma journalists for be Ekona, Ekranda, and a dress woman night. Those a baby make catch and say the night is busier than the day. When would you upon Krumedio and why ye say tam? Meanwhile, no a journalist, not multimedia. Quesitum station. What the Quesitum station at the Bobra Boni Bio Betia at the NPP and at the hall. Afiyemra the roles of wine afiye bebubodi journalists for ben and upon committee ide is secure. Number 1 the roles of Kwaku Annan, editor-in-chief Abdul Malik Kwaku Annan, editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide no dikai Paul Adom and Ochre eka ho minuana Paul Adom Ochre hey ayedo Paul Adom Ochre Kwame Sefa and a kind Esoswo. Kwame Sefa kind Umina will recruit him. And the moment that Kwame Sefa can order the Kokro Nisi Hop. A Juma phone and a Kwame Sefa kind to Nodi, Mosoria and some who name Kwasia Kika, Australia, the Nipe Baby Goose and Rich Moose or the Okoboya Betraho, one Betraho, the Omoyana say image worshipping. Kwame Sefa kind. And I mean, I'm here, Chairman General, and I'm here, and nothing they do that informs this country, that governs this country positive. One better image worshipping, and in Shenimu, and no better on any host room go on. He is one hell of a journalist who lack credibility, magnanimity, and research base, yet. Okotra Kofi Annan Center no course security whatever course no untimi manifest with the proper journalistic standard no e better kokroko and normally kokroko no a definition of government de be payroll de be platform why biom no ka ho obi of multimedia ekosi saying e recruit omuna nyame na make odoko enti we are journalists na utu dia na dua na unim see a recruit come out issue a press release or rejoinder Nienkai. Obi of multimedia cannot be underestimated. It is for this reason that Nana nearly sacked Kandapa for delaying the release of their monthly allowance of 1 million Ghana cedis. Since the national security budget does not go through normal scrutiny, this group has to be assured of an enhancement of their regular emoluments in our next government on condition that they work hard for our anticipated victory in December. Onyame humu mobo asema mo kan say sa media fo ya mabobo omudini Abdul Malik Kwaku Annan, Paul Adom Ochre eka ho Kwame Sefa and a kind Obi of multimedia ekosi saying 90 saying omi 94.7 woman na yankofo ya recruit na sema document they can say won mu be yedwuma aboa wom enti emantawanta obi ba the national security minister ayowura hwan kan Albert kan Japa on the president in term because won mu yisika bi a 1 million Ghana cedis yemfama wom each one of them. Since the Kana Yemfamom, Kandapa and Adrian so better says Canaso, Emma Edintawantawa, Eba on the president in Intem. Folks, and yet some Kitwana Menemo canoe. And yet as some Kitwa and a Menemo Yade, Air Can Wahano, folks. Yankupon Huni Pamabo. Yankupon Huni Pamabo. Now Yemra. Hey. Afi Yemra, Osila Owusu on closure of opposition media. Mami Oslo di apie enti unim sa asema me kenya ne kra Mami Oslo bra fi rejoinder bra o say we score Oslo 70% for her execution What a woman Oslowusu max. We score Oslowusu 70% of her execution of the agenda. Today, close down pro-NDC radio and television stations. As we see an here. Bibisamo. When we say Motuadaho, when we say Yakana Mudi, they say Oslowusu, Wama Banabaso, Woman 70%, so why ya dear sir, or close to NDC pro radio and television stations. Or say while we praise her for closing media entities such as 1. Radio XYZ, Capital Radio, Muntia FM, and many more, she scores some low marks in the implementation of the strategy. We expected her to leave Radio Gold. We expected her to leave Radio Gold from the list for obvious tactical reasons. She could have waived their debt like she has done for our friendly stations such as Ash FM in Kumasi. She could have been fired for the avoidable backlash in strategy, but for her long-standing roles as Nana protege. What? Wo nipa bonisem. Wo nipa bonisem. Mami Oslowusu o ma bonabaso man 70%. Di entia e sense obon hu modern na oklosu stations ahudo bebria wono ya affiliated to NDC. No mo man warning say station bi ti say Radio Gold ma onklosu di enti because so now Radio Gold obey on bibi kra na e kanu a Radio Gold for ne de no e na nche wonhwe mo muntu aka na wanhwe ne saa enti nibire e ba Oslowusu a chomu ba be yinedi. Hey, mutrimu odin say na Ghana for mi bisamo. Radio stations here, boy, you close here and you close here, you close in now. So, would you therefore say that this document is fiction? Afit here. Now, same thing we jam most Luciano who did NHS or another protege. And now, phase 2 of media control, 2018 to 2020. I'm say Joy 99.5, Joy 99.5, and others Joy 99.5. I'm say there is no doubt that Joy 99.7 FM and the multimedia group will remain an industry leaders in the communication sphere of the country, while relying on them as a veritable ally. Anti-NPP agenda by some of their staff does not portend well for us. We were left with no choice but to what? Have used our quote boys unquote to threaten Manasseh Azure Awune, while his publications in the past inured to our political benefit. He has overstretched himself in this attempt to assume an air of neutrality. He was influential to our historic victory, but his constant attacks on government culminating into the quote militia unquote documentary was most unfortunate. A few as single radio station Joy 99.7 FM say Joy for and one siki alliance be na woman say Joy from person alliance in the bekoso it is alliance no money Joy for na kon e maso a and ye na say one be use o boys na e wo multimedia on and wo maye say adwuma no abrante bi ti say Manasseh Azure one money ni ye adwuma duru ba bi na eduru ba bi na say Manasseh empese on edwuma no obeye obetre ne ho aye na mom publications bia wo mo de ma na ye no sa publication eboa mo papa enti bebi eduru no e so mo fix Manasseh Azure hey chese enkrofo no de tire se wo mo no koye edwuma kra no oboa wom eduru ba bia o mo take care of you hwe kwan o mo de Canada Japan o mo de na afaso hwe kwan o mo de John Boadu e faso hwe kwan o mo de Samia Oku e faso hwe kwan o mo de Omamura Nana Boache e faso and the list goes on and on and on. Afiyemra elaborate support to our friendly media. Lessons born out of the Manasseh debacle cannot be glossed over. It proved that we cannot over-rely on a seemingly friendly media to take total control of the communication space in the country. The NCA waivers we offered the Kane City Media and other party affiliates over their license must continue. In 2021, Kojo Opon Nkrumah would present a comprehensive list of other radio stations that must be recruited into this fold. We have to ensure receipts covering the next 10 years as being payments of post-paid renewals. Professor Adai has already received instructions from Nana to give tax waivers to the media entities that would be submitted to him. Kojo Opon Nkrumah is already making sure that about 90% of government advertisement go to the pro-NPP media. Same must be replicated in our next government. These lofty gestures would ensure that our friendly media houses consolidate financial reserves and use the power of financial capacity to outplay the NDC media in the ever-increasing competitive media environment. Yankopon hu nipa mabo. De omo pa che yan se Opon Nkrumah de womo hye Opon Nkrumah kutupa be before Opon Nkrumah na owura Manasa Azure womo hu se onye obi a wono betumi na ye adwuma koduru ba bia. No. Internet say so me na omo ne party company. Nemom afi womo de adwuma bi akoma NCA National Communications Authority said ekebiara NPP media friendly for to say Ken City Media Canadian Japan in media house net 2 TV any the other media house ne ka hono ni nara any other MPP media houses eka bi omudi bia no ye ntwa sa eka dem NCA fo nhwema emra sa wo muntwem ye dwetwe ni na mu na fi no Opon Nkrumah nya dwuma den no make sure say sa radio stations ni TV stations ni nara person omuni MPP ye adwuma no one more day instructions akoma Professor Adai say Professor Adai enye the renewal of licenses ni nyomaniama and farmers are radio stations here ahead of time on renewed for 10 years ewradi yesu na chese omuko opposition kra sa stations in still omu ye adwuma hede bone na nipa yem wo kro yi mu oman mu na yemre o say reserving electronic communication frequencies to true party faithfuls. Hey, yeah, may can do how many pages? Mama's figure. Or say, it is important to note that while supporting pro-NPP media would attract their loyalty, God, may come in him, God one. Or say, it is important to note that while supporting pro-NPP media would attract their loyalty and support towards us, getting out party members to establish radio and TV stations would be a sure bet. Osla has been instructed by Nana. Hey, ya instructed Oslo Wusu. Through why, as I said, Nana and Nana so instruction if you want Nana instruction so through why Gabi to execute plan A. Not just a Gabi as Rochedaku, hey, Prime Minister, Kutatumi, plan A of this plan. Underpinning the plan is to allocate 6 NDC frequencies to our members, even if the original owners are willing to pay multiple of times. She is to refuse their renewal since dominance over money is our focal point. The Omobache inane se Oslo usu entua na mobi na sa na mo na wo ba betuo no television stations any radio stations Nana Akufo-Addo Emma Oslo usu instruction through Gabi Asorochedako se sa stations na eye pro NDC no ti ye sizi wie no my crowd so mba betu omo kakra na Oslo usu mo onye omo sika no mo onye na yenji frequencies ne licenses nya ye fama hwan MPP stations tie de bai yakopon hu we ye plan A o we ye plan A afi otoa so o say she is also supposed to reserve majority of the new frequencies to party members who are loyal to the Nana brand. Due to the backlash in the revocation of radio and TV licenses, she must this time around identify party members who are already in the media business and or those that the public sees as already rich. Gabi Gabi and Chema Wuntumi are the party, are what? Are the part of the Plan A, which continues till 2024. And 1 year, yes. Till when? 2024. To his agenda, no. Afiafine beyedram. Also, when the Nana completes his 2 terms, it is important to note that Kojo Oppong Nkrumah would, among other strategies, as the next communications minister, allocate frequencies which are close and can interfere with pro-NDC brands. I mean, Plan A, no. Why ye dia share ora Gabi sorotwe da konsa any win to mean sir and Mame Oslowusu and a chairman eteso the omo pattern say Mame Oslowusu identify nipa one ye MPP top businessmen and near 1 2 one must identify MPP members are one business nimu dida business by media business nimu 3 na mo fa 6 frequencies and show monsa mo me ye adwuma na feed your more can say Oppong Nkrumah say Nana Akufo-Addo kura free so a Oppong Nkrumah and among other strategies ye de be hye nsa would allocate all these frequencies we na sa frequencies no wo make sure say wo mo de sa frequency no e de ba betete frequencies are NDC pro media houses no mo de ba be disturb wo na eno na NDC radio stations and TV stations and wine ma woman na dey list na ba Kwaku minimu nti yenko sa list na so number 1 woman say class media hey ya ye die mu class media Power FM and the EIB platforms across the country. We experimented same with Asasi 99.5 FM, which was close to Joy 99.7, which was what? Close to Joy 99.7 FM. This is a subtle way to fight the NDC media, who have met all the regulatory requirements. Mohu bonia womubedie. Wohu bonia womubedie. Tira se afi Oppong Nkrumah behwe se sa frequencies no mo de koma MPP media house no. Wo me match sa station si point class media ya ye die mu a. Power FM EIB and Joy Internet say Ghana for mutie Joy FM. Munhwa de na multimedia for ni nim dia making. Mu say nan say multimedia Ubeshebeshebeshe pam na multimedia co off. Me say Ghana for nim dia making. Multimedia for so nim dia making. Not just say ni nara a groundbreaking conspiracy. Say, according to documents, almost say a subtle way to fight the NDC media. Now, between Joy 99.7 and Assassin 99.5, no, who say about home, it's one more shadow or more critics our frequency we say Bayam. One more Assassin radio no, and better to Joy FM, no more say Joy FM. And to me say, as some me came Joy FM official force me bois, they should tell me say Kwaku Annan is lying, and I'm not lying. In most of the weekends, Joy FM betting me off for several hours. In most of the Ahumachi, especially Ahumachi, Joy FM for Christian program on many times ain't me ma, including one morning show ain't me ba Joy FM. I'm telling you, Joy phone him say I'm not lying. Ponia Oppong Nkrumah, who was once a staff of Joy Kwesitu Mao, a platform here, Oppong Nkrumah was nobody. He was a goddamn hook nobody. Who knows Oppong Nkrumah? Senye Joy FM a launch Oppong Nkrumah. Nente why any Oppong Nkrumah and so here and then she bonia wakoka MPP who didi multimedia. Upe umpo Joy FM is Joy FM. Mo bonia umudidi Joy FM. Any kwanya umebe be Asasi Radio 99.5. And they are better 2 frequencies. Now saying Joy FM for frequency. Kakre bi ana share na Joy a shut it down. Reason any me catch them say document in be what document in biara no eranum. It is coming into manifestation with the speed of being light. Most me boa hele da ho no. Now yenhwe omo say into say ni na no mo di break NDC media houses. Now supersonic rise of the Angel Broadcasting Network. Hey, another supersonic. What say? It appears our work at disabling bonnet. Almost then it appears our work at disabling the EIB, JN Media, and the ongoing effort to do same with multimedia won't be the end of the struggle. Not just say ye be go EIB for near wine Angel FM for JN Media, wine, Papa Kwesi ni media house. Any multimedia no, one must say end with the struggle. Not just no, they ain't through with them yet. Now guess what is happening, folks? Now listen. One must say the increasing growth of Kwaku Anan's media brand must be troubling. Gabi and Ken Japa have already met Nana on the way forward in stopping the growing dominance of the ABN. Oh, Erade. The National Security has since dispatched officials to do a thorough forensic audit on all the businesses of Kwaku Annan. In the event no adverse findings is discovered, we shall plant fake versions of his Adonko product on the market. Afido Mochani said, Ora Kwaku Annan, one chief executive officer, he holds multi businesses. AB Media Angel FM. Now, woman do many sins as a so papa no woman seno a guni juma. 81 woman go guni media house. Now, woman we are a few more back ni numa so ni Adonko bites. Now, Adonko bites no the umbeso mo yen say national security top officials have been dispatched to secretly acquire forensics. Forensics no mo kwaya ni nara wo mo hwe so mbenya adverse findings against him. Now, so many adversary, the third preposition of the agenda conspiracy on the Ben said, I feel one more manufacture fake Adonko Edronibi, and first and Sanibi, Edi Gumamano. How a random. I feel here. Also, in the event no adverse findings is discovered, we shall plant fake versions of his Adonko products on the market. We then have to use the same national security and the FDA, Food and Drugs Authority, to arrest his production team in the full glare of the media, like we did to his Angel Natural Capsules, using our boys at FDA. Even in the opposition, people would stop buying his Adonko product. The major source of his wealth, Professor Adai, has also been instructed by Kandapa to liaise with assigned national security operatives to spontaneously lock up almost all the ABN brands in the country. They are to accuse them of under-invoicing and cutting corners in payment of taxes. The broadcast companies will remain locked up for 3 months. This plan should be thorough, should be enough to completely halt the seeming dominance of ABN. Mr. Oten, onyame mu a wate. Onyame mu Kwaku Annan inhia neda. Ba ora Kwaku Annan enam se onyankopon afa wo so. Ma watimi abiabia nwuma wo ina ma Ghana fo enya biye ma Ghana fo bi nsa ko ma no. Ma Ghana fo bi tumi hwe wo yerenom no omma. Ghana fo bi tumi tue wo ma school fees. Mi gina ha na dwuwei emma mensa so ko soro ewrade twadua mpon basa yadom. Wow, see we juma enguda. Magana for when munsa NC form. When would any papone for Kwakoyeno? Na menemu ka say as we speak. Ora Kwaku Annan oni FDA any numaku omwa bemu e wo court meboa. Abemu ana ememu. Ghana for monka ncham se meboa. Kwaku Annan ne Adonko bites asemo ba ho ana asemo ba ho as far as Food and Drugs Authority me concern. Meboa na monko find out. Meboa. Ghana for meboa na apaso ni Angel FM no ho adwene kakra munko bi nti won say won mo ete Angel FM one dey so mo ya na say so mo ya MPP beden. They have no excuse. Hwebonia enu ntire wo ma dispatch national security for together with Food and Drugs Authority for say yemfa ne mfa kwa boni bia so na efi yen lock up na dwumakuo ne bibia yenye den yen se no Kwaku Annan nyame hu papa mobo. Now mamenka last one na efi yen yade o say Oh, Erade. Kwame Sefa and a kind soso versus Paul Adomotri and the future. So 2 journalists we are at crossroads according to this document. Nyame. Now Kwame Sefa kind uwe numnyambia Branebe Kasa udine PPA document and Paul, a brother, Branebe Yuano. Or say it is an undeniable fact that the 2 gentlemen have become institutions in their respective rights, especially within the media circles. They are undoubtedly part of the pool of great brands the party shall fall on as we move. Did I say, as we move into the future? What I had a meeting was much to me. I said, Kwame Sefa Kain, any Paul Adomotri, ye nipebia, one more Boma MPP, etnia atna bemu na woman no maye edwuma ahodo bebre woman nim say sa ankrofo no wonom ye brands in their own respective right into omu yi so do maye neme bebre. Now or say while Sefa Kain appears relaxed with waiting for the right time, Paul seems apprehensive anytime Sefa Kain is brought into the picture. At the level of presidency, there appears to be a groundswell of support for Kwame over Paul anytime communication issues arise. The omo pacha ne say afi between Kwame Sefa Kain and Paul Adomotri no every bia enkomo any nsem bi be piepie omo ho no na I say why Paul enia brise ta na Paul enia brise ta na afi the omo pacha ne say I say bibia abendeda ama Kwame Sefa Kain a wo mo pe ede na akwa baby a oho ebedu opa. Now here, now let's also the kitchen cabinets of Nana feels that while Paul is equally known, he has credibility issues to deal with, especially on the conundrum surrounding his withdrawal from the Ghana Law School. Settling on him for the future could create credibility challenges for a ticket. The Omo Pache Nyane said, afi Nana enkoma wonu mu dini chese Paul yobia ane oye good nanso omususu say Paul ewo credibility issues o woni bi ni say ebra Paul ye yi ni free law school minima de ma Paul ye yi ni free, and I don't know if Paul is free ye yi ni ye pamu ni free law school, I don't know according to the said by the document or see ye pamu ni free enti sa de na see wo Paul eso no e credibility issue a wo mu de Paul be she baby a sa credibility issue no e be hante Paul. Now here, or say settling on him for the future could create credibility challenges for a ticket. In the next government, Nana would convince Sefa Kain to chair the National Communications Authority Board. Not just say the next government, you know, Kwame Sefa Kain omde ne be NCA board. Ne da ho nti no wote ho a wo ye si some journalism no wonom betena tena ho a wonom betena kokokro ho wo Peace FM ho a image worshiping kwano moye. Now here, now listen. Also, we believe that Paul is easily swayed by money. Hence, Paul is easily swayed by money. Hence, we cannot trust him for any sensitive position. Gabi has already agreed with Nana to move Paul from the NCA to the NMC, National Media Communication, which he would be supported to chair. We believe that Paul, although may not be too excited about this prospect, he would gladly accept it as compensation for the work he has been doing for us, especially on the Metro TV's Good Evening Ghana. Hey, yeah. The Omo Pache Nyanze, Paul Yobia, say Paul Enijis Kahompa. But Sabrin, the Ometimi Ayane say, Paul Yobia. Chom person modene incest modene ko NC hono ohono modene Kwame Sefa Kain kwhye enti ene na sa de yemfa Paul nko NMC ni National Media Communication and has National Communications Authority enti omode Paul ko National Media Communications afi yemra hijacking of the GBC ohona medimu besie ei ayedwo ana minya memfensi a hijacking GBC say okay guys. Yes, folks, me be see her. A kwanya ye be fa so ne hijack Ghana Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Yeba Hajake, Mo say Yaka say, a soldier for one mugu Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Are you aware? See, I redraw a soldier for no. Are you aware? Are you aware? I redraw a soldier for no. Hey, Rade, something is in the making, folks. Folks, Ahanam Dimubisi. This is Ghana Speaks extension. Agyapadie decides.
The day of reckoning is here. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of darkness and the beginning of light and truth. Something that has never happened before. After many years of undercover investigations from politics and more, it is time to...
I agree, Papa. My man can't message me. Hey, my man, lawyer, we shout out. My name is Worship. Lawyer. Some man shout out. Hey, me lawyer, Worship program. We papa. Lawyer Alexandra Tego. Worship lawyer. We lawyer Alexandra Tego. Lawyer Alexandra Tego, Worship program. We papa. And God bless you. Lawyer Alexandra Tego, Worship. Afi, mamema, me sweetheart is greetings. I say good evening, Kwaku. Hey, Akufo-Addo, is he okay? Is everything okay? President, you have no shame saying this in the Volta region. Shame to you. Why na can we? Mame Lenda, ECG office. Venison Awushi. Mami Tilly say asemno ayehu papa Tilly and so say asemno ayehu pa. Great folks. Afi mamemra na making kind messages ba kumie bi na yemfa ensoso and sorry so say Abraham or Venison apamfo or say Kwaku Annan. This document is secret meeting minute. The writer what? Immaculately recorded every meeting in writing and was referred over time, hence the much detail. Okay. Melmans, or say, can't listen to this anymore. This is very diabolic document. My heart is bleeding for Mother Ghana. Melmans, I agree with you. Abba, or say, you left page out. Which page? Unisum, or say, God will punish all Achim mafias. Abba, say, please, you left a paragraph out. You jumped a paragraph by Kwame Sefa Saga and Poladum. I've read all of them. Zuba, or say, this nation needs to be rescued. Abraham Opamfo said, how did our country reduce to this? Clearly, the struggles of Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah has become waste. James Zero said, EIB, the Star FM and the rest. I say it's high time the national security budget gets audited. After all, it's still funded by taxpayers. I agree with you. Charlie, messages no dear Jack. I also my main the other side and so any radio ham. We are saying, Kwaku, keep the fire burning. God bless you. Alfred from Amasaman. Or say Frontline with Kwaku. Kwaku, you left Kwaku Otain wife page out. Did I? Sorry, did I? Guys. Oh, okay. So I left a okay. Nyame Aduma Friday. Maybe I'll be kind no quickly. Can I go on that one? Okay, Friday. So thank you guys. Now we'll say good. Which one is there? So good evening, senior. Mark and Same are always watching from London. Keep going. Good evening, senior. Okay, maybe. Well, say, bro, we are always with you. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Maggie Damfa. Maggie, why can't you sleep? What's wrong with you? You have to sleep. Yes. Well, see, yes, you did, Kwaku. Oh, okay. Yes, my attention has been drawn to Nyame Adoma. Friend is saying, Meba beye sadeno. And why? Meba beye sadeno bibia adedana kwemo. Kama. Why? Baby, I'm SKP biano. Meba beye ehun eduma. Don't worry. Hi, Kwaku. Good evening, please. Was the soup you just showed, or was it a soup you just showed, or galamsey polluted water? Is the president still living with us? In fact, his response are knee-jerk and affront to our intelligence and sensibility. In spite of all the mess he has plunged this country into, he still have the nerves, the audacity to speak the way he spoke. Ghana is more murkier than it was under him. PK and all the way Ebae. Or say, bro, fire them all, wicked people. Stop MPP. Or say hashtag stop MPP now. Christian from Medina and all the Ebae. We will say, Kwaku, good evening and more fire. Please tell Cynthia Morrison not to listen to any MPP, not to listen to a member from the NPP. She should urge the court to open the Pandora box and expose them. These Achim mafias are too wicked and they will continue to fall sick one after the other. Like Asante Bedieto, if they couldn't confess their wickedness attitude, God will punish them, their family and their third generation. And or they by folks, Mamenka when you sorry some question. Please kindly add me to the group platform. And no your candidate, you can't muntie na oh stress nipa is stressful. Was Akufo-Addo is the wicked president Ghana has ever had, and the worst one as such. Okay, we will say I